welcome to my channel. Today I have another Cricut video where I'll be comparing the Cricut Explore 3 and the Cricut Maker 3. I'll be letting you guys know the similarities of these two machines as well as the differences. So in case you're wanting to purchase one of them and you're just not sure which one would be right for you, or you're wanting to upgrade from a previous Cricut machine, you'll be able to decide which one of these would be right for you. I do want to thank Cricut so much for sponsoring today's video, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. Here are the two machines I'm going to be comparing today. We have the Cricut Explore 3 on the left, and then on the right we have the Cricut Maker 3. I'm first going to be letting you guys know a little bit about the Cricut Explore 3. It is a smart cutting machine that can cut over 100 different materials. You can do vinyl, iron-on, and cut cardstock. And also this machine writes, draws, you can foil and even score with it. And it is compatible with an inkjet printer so that you can use the print and cut option with this machine. You'll notice on the bottom front of the machine there are two storage trays which are great for storing any of your Cricut tools. We also have housings A and B, and this is where you're going to use any of your pens or markers or the blades. This machine is compatible with the fine point, deep point, and the fabric bonded blade. And then also you can use the foil tool with the Explore 3. And this tool you are going to use in housing B. You'll just remove whatever blade you had in there and then place the foil tool inside. For housing A, this is going to be where you use any of your Cricut pens or markers or the scoring stylus, which is a great tool to be able to use. You'll also notice that there is a sensor on the front, and that is because this is a smart cutting machine that you can cut matless if you're using the Cricut Smart Materials. And then it does have the grooves on the front of the tray so that you can use the Cricut roll holder, which is great if you're using larger rolls of vinyl. This machine can cut up to 75 feet, so it is great if you're doing huge projects. And this is one of the larger vinyl rolls. You can see here it fits perfectly in the roll holder. And then on the top of the machine, it has a slot for if you're going to be using a wireless device like a cell phone or an iPad. It holds it perfectly. On the right-hand side of the machine, we have all of the buttons. We have a power button. The up and down arrows are to feed your materials in and out of the machine, a play button, and then also a pause button. If you're somebody who wants to do pretty much like your basic crafting with vinyl projects or iron-on t-shirts, home decor, or card making, then the Explorer 3 is going to be a great machine for you. It is priced at $319, but if you're wanting a few more options, this is where we're going to talk about the Cricut Maker 3. It does have more capabilities than the Explorer 3. It is priced at $429, so $110 difference than the Explorer 3. It is a smart cutting machine. This machine can cut over 300 materials as opposed to the Explorer, which could only do 100 materials. You'll notice it still does have the tray on the front. The tray is a little bit different. And then it also does have the groove on the top of the machine where you can place any of your wireless devices like a phone or iPad. You're probably noticing that on the exterior, they are very similar. Even the buttons on the top of the machine are the same. There are a few differences, but very similar. This machine also has the sensor because it is a smart cutting machine where you can cut matless with the Cricut Smart Materials. And then we do have grooves on the front also for the roll holder because the Cricut Maker can also cut up to 75 feet for those larger projects, just like the Cricut Explore 3. That is a feature that both of the machines have that I absolutely love. It saves you so much time so that you don't have to keep switching out your material on your mat. The housing A and B on the Cricut Maker 3 are a lot different than on the Explorer 3 because the Maker 3 has the adaptive tool housing. In housing B, you're able to use 13 different tools. So 7 extra tools than the Explorer 3 can use. And these are some of the tools. I like to use the quick swap tips on the tool housing that you can see here. It's just really simple. You can just swap each tool out that you're going to use. If you wanted to score, you can place that tip on, engrave, deboss. You can just put the little tips on and it makes it super easy. To use these tools in housing B, you would just open up the clamp and take out whatever blade that you had in, and then you can see that there's a little wheels on the inside. Those just match up with the wheels on the adaptive tool housing. You'll just place that right inside and close the clamp. So it's super simple. The Cricut Maker 3 has endless options to the projects that you can do by cutting wood and chipboard, leather, iron-on cardstock. You can do sewing projects, engrave, deboss, perforate. There's just so many options. You can still use your Cricut pens and markers in the housing A, and then if you wanted to, you could also still use your Cricut scoring stylus if you did not want to use the scoring wheel. I absolutely love both of these machines, but if you're someone who's looking to do more advanced crafts, then I would suggest the Cricut Maker 3. If you're looking to maybe do more just basic crafting, then the Cricut Explorer 3 would be a great option for you. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I really hope that I helped you decide which machine would be best for you. And I do want to thank Cricut so much again for sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much for watching.